everybody, my name is Michael Yu. I am now a third-year dental student as of today at Western University in Pomona, California. I'm joined here by a very special guest, Pham, otherwise known as Smile with Caleb. Smiles with Caleb, yeah?
Yep.
Can find him on Instagram. Actually, how about you introduce yourself?
Okay, cool. Hi guys, my name is Caleb. I am a rising D2 at Western University. So I'm a class under Michael. Congratulations on finishing.
Oh, thank you. You too. I'm like looking at the food right now and I'm like,
so hungry.
We should probably, we should dig in.
Good. Yeah.
Yeah, you just finished your D2 year. D1 year, sorry.
You finished your D2 year.
Yeah, and it's all a blur. Wow, look at that cheese.
Yeah.
A little bit background about you. You graduated, what, your major?
A little bit about myself. I actually went to a community college for 2 years. And then I transferred to a 4-year university, University of Houston. Got my bachelor in biology there.
Oh, wow. Man, so much to unpack there.
Yeah, so much.
I actually did not know you're a lot older than you look and that I thought you were then.
How old do you think I am?
At least it's like 23.
23?
Yeah.
Wow, thank you. I'm actually 25.
You're 25? Wow. I have no clue. No clue. Reason why I brought Caleb in is there's a video that I've been wanting to do ever since the start of this whole thing. I wanted to do a recap at the end of every single year and be like, this is what I wish I had known before dental school, or this is how D1 year went. And just the curriculum at Western U at the end of D1 year, it gets so busy with just everything, really. You guys had like 3 projects last week.
Last Friday we had 3 projects and 2 exams on Friday in one day. So it was pretty hectic. Yeah, summer term I would say of D1 is it's pretty hard compared to fall and spring, but very doable.
Yeah. So I'm just scarfing my face. I know.
You're good. I'm so hungry.
Yeah, me too. So just finished D1 year. Before we go into that, I did want to also talk about your background a little bit more. Moving from Texas, that must have been not the easiest. What was that like?
It was actually a pretty tough transition because I had to, move away from my family, my friends, and I never lived by myself before.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, undergrad, I always stay at home to save money.
It's a smart thing to do.
It is. But yeah, so do anything in your power not to get loans, get scholarship, grants, whatever. Let's see, the process. We started school last August and I moved here 2 weeks before August. Well, Houston compared to California, I really love California. The weather here is great, the food is great. I love like Korean food, Asian food, Korean barbecue, boba.
Oh, yeah.
Boba. Boba.
Yeah.
Boba. Dainty.
Yeah.
Please want some.
Yeah.
Just kidding. But yeah, the transition was tough. However, I feel like after a year living by myself, I really like grown a lot as a person. More than just, school, but I learned about things like how to deal with roommates, how to deal with landlord, just different things. Like you become more of an adult.
It is different, right?
Yourself.
Yeah. Because I remember the first time moving out of Alaska, it was so hard just being away from parents for the first time.
The worst thing I think about living alone is that when you're sick, you have to take care of yourself.
Yeah.
Whereas
True.
when you stay home, your parents, make you food, give you medicines. So yeah. But overall, it was great.
So you lived at the dorm or the?
First year, I lived in a house.
Oh, yeah.
With 8 people.
Really?
Yeah. It was kind of insane. But I recently moved. And I only have 3 roommates now.
Yeah.
Thankfully.
Yeah. You live really close to Tristan now, right?
I do, yeah.
Yeah.
Hi, Big. Tristan's my Big.
Is he really? Wow.
For DSD.
Ah, okay. I thought you meant like clinic big.
No, I wish.
DSD's a fraternity on campus, like a dental fraternity. That's interesting. So I actually thought that you lived with Sean, your boyfriend.
No, my boyfriend, he's still back in Houston.
Okay.
So we're doing long distance right now.
Yeah, same here.
It's tough.
It is tough.
You too.
Yeah. I think my relationship's been more long distance than actually in person now. We've been apart. But he comes and visits a lot. I know just from watching like Caleb has a YouTube channel too, but also watching your like Instagram, and you're very insightful. You look back on a lot of your experiences and you always give thanks to people.
Yeah,
and I think
of course.
Sean was actually driving you to your interview.
Yeah, my boyfriend. Yeah. So I interviewed last year in February, and I know interviews coming up. So if you are interviewing in a different state, take advantage of that and like make it into a vacation. Like my interview was only 2 days, but I turned it into a week-long vacation. So I visit Universal, I went to Six Flags, did a lot of fun things. And yeah, I'm really thankful for him for coming with me. Like if I went by myself, I think I would have just gone to the interview and then, go home.
I was hysterical mess after my interview. And my girlfriend came with me too, thank goodness. I had told the interviewer, the interviewer asked me, dental school's gonna be hard. How are you gonna deal with it? And I was like, I really like running. And he told me...
Figuratively or...
No, really, actually, yeah. And he's like, I hate running. I had just read a research paper saying that if you are a runner and a smoker, you're still healthier than the average non-runner, right? And that research paper came into mind for some reason, and I was about to tell the guy, if you don't run, you're more likely to die than a person, right? And I was like, I caught myself.
I'm glad you did.
Dude, I caught myself and I was like, there's this research paper and it told me that, I actually forgot what the research paper was about. Sorry, I'm just so nervous for this interview. But yeah, dodged a bullet there.
Yeah.
And that's why I thought I wasn't going to get in.
I think a lot of people feel that way. I
Right.
talked to a lot of my classmates and they're like, I thought I wasn't getting in.
Yeah.
Some of my classmates even cry after their interview and, here they are. So you never really know, and then for other interview, I feel really good about I didn't get in. So you really don't know.
You really don't know.
Yeah.
It all depends on what the interviewers are looking for, right? Yeah.
Oh, this pizza is so good.
It has
What's in the crust?
sweet potato. Oh, we should go through that real quick. Sweet potato pizza. I think it's vegetarian actually. Yeah, no, it has ham in it. Never mind. The crust has sweet potato in there with chunks of sweet potato on top. Soy garlic chicken, sweet and mild chicken, radish, jonga kimchi. If you sponsor me, I will put you in every single video because I love kimchi. But all from Love Letter. It's actually right by your place.
I'm Vietnamese, but I love Korean food.
Korean chicken is pretty bomb, right? Yeah.
Korean chicken where it's crunchy and you eat it with pickled radish and a beer. That's
Really
a night.
good. Maybe an idea for another video. We can get drunk and talk about dental
Is that
stuff.
appropriate?
Who knows? But anyway, so back to the interview. It was good that Sean was here. Actually, let's give a big shout out to Sean. Sean's just been so supportive. I see him on your Instagram, and that's why I thought that he lived with you.
Yeah, because recently we got sent home because of the pandemic, and I did live with him. But before that, we hung out a lot too. And yeah, really shout out to Sean. I love you. He's always been there for me. He's proofread my application. He helped me interview. He drove me to my interview. Just always being there, and I'm very thankful for that.
I miss you too. I've never met you, but no, I
Never
really
met
do.
Amanda either.
Yeah, but it's weird because I almost feel like I know Sean just by how much he just means to you in your life. I really genuinely see it through your content. So, well, okay. So talking about interviews, that time in between interview and your acceptance, it's a crazy time, right? Your mind goes everywhere. How do you keep sane in that time?
Yeah. So like Michael said, that period of time where you interview until you get your acceptance or rejection is pretty stressful. What I did was I occupied myself with school, of course. I still had school. And I worked 3 jobs. I worked for my school.
Wow.
So it was pretty flexible, those jobs. But I still had time to check SDN. I was on SDN twice every day. And my biggest advice is don't do that.
Don't go on SDN,
That's
right?
very toxic, you
Yeah.
know. When you go on SDN, all you do is comparing yourself to other applicants and you don't know what, their application is like. And of course their application is going to be different from yours. The only thing you're seeing is numbers, their GPA and their DAT. And I would say those stuff really don't matter.
Yeah, like those numbers, you can't really compare them to yourself.
Yeah, I would say while you are applying, don't compare yourself to other people because you might have something that on your application that shines more than your GPA or DAT. So for me, my stats were pretty average, I would say. And I think what shined the most from my application is my extracurricular activities. I was involved in a lot of leadership position. I volunteer a lot. And I love volunteering, and so my values, align with Western U mission, and I really think that's why I got in.
Yeah.
But other than that, of course, in the back of my mind,
It's like,
there's
what
a
if I don't get in?
possibility that you don't get in. There is, and you really need to stay active during that period. So dental school knows that you're serious about dental school, and you're doing things to improve yourself. So I continue on with my volunteering, my leadership. I worked sometimes as a dental assistant whenever my boss need me to fill in. He was pretty flexible. So yeah, I did all of that. And then also, while you're waiting for your, decision for your interview, it's really good for you to, take notes of what you're doing. And what I did was I sent, not daily update, but every maybe 2 or 3 months, if I haven't heard from a school, I would send them a letter saying I've been up to this, I've done this, I went to this school tour, that kind of stuff. I think that's a really good way to establish connection with dental school, so they know who you are and that you're interested in the dental school.
Yeah, I agree completely, because it ends up becoming worthwhile, especially for them. Yeah, because they understand that you're still interested, you're still being active, and it keeps your mind off of everything too, while you're doing
it. My cycle, we had over 3,000 applicants, so there are a lot of people that they need to keep up with, and truthfully they don't need to keep up with 3,000 applicants, so it's good for you to be initiative and reach out to them. So that's a really great way.
Be proactive about your own application. Yeah. So on that note, we have incoming D1s. I want to kind of get your insight on, first off, how did D1 year go? Was it everything that you had hoped for? Yeah.
And more.
Is that what I meant? Yeah, everything and more, yeah.
Well, coming into, dental school, I know that it's going to be hard. I heard about it through my friends, but you really don't know until you get here,
Yeah.
From undergrad, I think the most that I have taken is 15 credit. And my first semester here, I took 23 credit.
Yeah.
And that might sound scary, but I think the way the curriculum is set up at Western U is very doable. We have a block schedule to where you're only taking one, science class at the time. So you have time to focus on that science class and do well in it.
And also do other things like YouTube and
YouTube.
You still have a life outside of dental school, is what I'm saying.
Oh, definitely. Yeah. My first semester here, I had imposter syndrome.
So imposter syndrome is you get accepted into something, and actually my girlfriend went through this just recently. You get accepted into, say, medical school, and you think there must have been some mistake on the administrative end. There must have been something they overlooked, or something they mixed up my file with someone as amazing as Caleb, and Caleb should have gotten in. I shouldn't have been getting in. That's really kind of the gist of imposter syndrome, making yourself feel like you don't belong there, and by some fluke of the system, you happen to get in. Yeah. I've definitely seen dental students go through that. Yeah.
I went through that because, I would say the first 2 tests, I was really doubting myself, thinking that, I don't belong here. And like Michael said, by pure luck that I'm here. But as I progressed through dental school, I learned Betty study habit. I got good grades, and I'm still able to stay active, in different organizations. I dabble in YouTube and Instagram. But yeah, dental school helps me realize that I do have that potential, and that's why I'm here. And Dr. Turgey, Scott Turgey, really, solidify that by saying that everyone in dental school here is for a reason. They see something in you, and it's just not pure luck, or they didn't accidentally pick you, that you're really here for a reason. So if you do get into dental school, congratulations, you deserve it. Have confidence in yourself. Yeah.
Well, it sounds like, you're very active in ASDA.
I love ASDA. ASDA's life.
ASDA is
ASDA
great.
fever.
Yeah.
D11.
You were very active, and it seems like you've had a good time in dental school. You found a really good group of friends. Shout out to your friends. I love your class.
Shout out to... No, I'm not going to
say
that's
that's going down into a bad hole.
But
you leave someone out, and it's hey.
There's 70 people. Yeah. But I do have to say, the friends that you make here are friends for life. They're meaningful connections. So really thankful for my friends. I think without them, I would not be here. And I'm so seriously when I say that.
Yeah, same with my class. I feel the same way. This brings me back to the video that I've always wanted to do. What are some things that you wish you would have known before coming to dental school?
So like I said before, I had really bad studying habit in undergrad. I was just kind of flowing through, studying the day before the exam, really not understanding the material and applied it. So first couple of weeks, I struggle a lot in dental school not knowing my study habit. I think it's really important for you to figure out what your study habit is. Other things, I wish I took care of myself more.
Yeah,
in undergrad, because I feel like in dental school, I rarely have time for myself. Like all of my time is dedicated to studying, practicing, just trying to pass dental school because no one wants to flunk out. Yeah. So I wish I took care of myself in undergrad because in undergrad all I did was study. I work, I was volunteering and doing leadership stuff, which is good, but also save the weekend for yourself, hang out with your friends, your family. I miss my family a lot, I must say. So
same.
So if you have to go far, spend a lot of time with your family, but really take care of yourself.
Health is wealth. Health is wealth. If you don't have those habits fixed now, when you get into dental school, it's going to be even harder to establish it because, like you said, you're going through a hell of a curriculum, and trying to establish habits amongst that, it's harder. It's harder.
Yeah, it's true. It's unfortunate, but we have witnessed some people that were let go or had to leave dental school because of their mental health or physical health. So it's really important for you to take care of yourself. Put yourself first.
Yeah, I agree.
And then last thing that I wish I know before dental school would be, I did this. So like I said, I was really involved and I love being involved. I'm actually an introvert. So if you met me maybe 4 years ago, I wouldn't be able to talk in public or, I don't know. I was just very shy, growing up very shy, but getting involved in, leadership really teach you those transferable skill communication, and you need that as a dentist. You need to communicate to your patient.
The communication skills are so important.
Even in dental school, you need to communicate to each other. You need to communicate to your faculty. So being involved, volunteer, work at a dental clinic or volunteer at a dental clinic is really important for me because that really helps me kind of solidify that my passion for dentistry, because I have met a lot of people that once they start shadowing is not for them. And it's really unfortunate that some people find out when they're while they're in dental school.
They find out that they don't like dentistry when they're in dental school.
And so if you're in that early stage, get out there, shadow, get to know a dentist. It's also good because you also need a dentist recommendation to get into dental school. For some school.
Right. But practice those life skills, right? Yeah. One final question is, what are you looking forward to now that you're done with D1 year? What are you looking forward to as a D2?
I just finished D1. I need to decompress first. And, we actually get 2 weeks break. So... no, I'm kidding. But we get 2 weeks break and then I'll come back as a D2. So I'm really excited for that. Here at Western U, we get pretty early clinical exposure. So we've done, class 1, 2, 3, 5. So as a D2, I think I look forward to really honing in my hand skills and practicing more on those things. So, to perfect it, because essentially it's the bread and butter of dentistry.
Crown preps, all those things, That's the bread and butter. Well, thank you so much for being here. I'm sorry I was scarfing my face the whole time, but the food looks so good. Caleb's the pre-dental coordinator for co-pre-dental chair for ASDA at Western U. So, you're available for the pre-dental community, essentially.
Yeah, of course. Yes. So I am one of the pre-dental chairs at ASDA. My other co-chairs are Kiara and Nat. And if you have attended our pre-dental bootcamp series, then you've met them as well. But we're pretty open. Just send us an email, follow me or Michael on Instagram, shoot us a text, not a text, or DM. And we'll be happy to answer, you know. Because
Yeah.
I struggled through it, you struggled through it,
Yeah.
and we just want to help people become successful.
Yeah. I think all California schools have that in common. They really want to help the predental community, and I really feel that. So definitely use your resources. Caleb, find him online, and we'll bring you back at the end of the D2 year. We'll try and see if like you're still in the same mindset. I'm in the same mindset as D1 and D2 year. So.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, Michael, thank you so much. You are a huge help to the predental community as well as the underclassmen, and I'm pretty sure he's a great classmate as well. So yeah, thank you for having me, and thank you for the food.
Thank
Amazing.
you. Yeah. Thank you
Please
for being here.
Sponsor us.
Yeah, let's leave off on that note. Tonga, please sponsor us. Thank you. See you guys next time.
Bye.